Start by listening. It's free.
Today, we're looking at gender equality from a different angle. What we're used to is women supporting other women. But what if we look at men supporting other women? This is part of our he for she journey. Because the culture we shape today is the one the future generations will inherit. And that brings me to our guest. He's someone who helps us shape a lot of our daily life. He's our mentor, he's a listener, a connector, and a culture builder. Bechara Khachan, bonjour, the Debbane Saikali Group HR Director. Hello and welcome to our podcast.
Thank you.
So before we start into policies and strategies, we want to talk to you today as a person. Tell us, you lead a team of women and they make you and they influence your daily. Tell us, how do they help you build this culture? And how do they make you take decisions in your daily life at work?
Okay. To start with, I'm 67 years old. So in my generation, women were always perceived as the ones that we should protect, the ones that we should adore and respect. And we usually put them on a pedestal, a high pedestal. When I started working with women in my group and in all the teams that I managed before, I realized that they didn't need protection. What they actually needed was partnership. They wanted to be listened to. They wanted to voice their opinion. And that really shaped the way I manage as a whole. Women, they make me think faster and they make me behave as a man as well, and they question my assumptions, and yes, they make me triple check every detail before I hit the send button. Women don't let you get away with shortcuts. And the new generation, they push you even further. They want space, autonomy, and real voice and decision. I recommend it to every CEO and leader. It's highly effective with zero side effects. It doesn't cost much.
100%. And from that, you can say that you have different perspectives that can come sometimes from a man versus a woman, and that can complete the whole circle. Can you tell us about one time where a woman has influenced a big decision you have taken? One story you can remember.
Yes, I have a good one. Actually, when I first started with the Debbane Saikali Group, like 3.5 years ago, we take it as we have a ritual in the department where we have lunch together every day, me and my team. By the way, I have a team of 8 ladies and 2 men. So the ratio here is quite impressive, I would say. Every day we have lunch together.
Yes.
And during the first quarter I joined, during lunch the ladies teamed up to tell me about what they do when they leave work at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And the troubles that they face and the families that they need to take care of, their children, so on and so forth. My generation, working from 8 to 5 was a given. It's not something to be challenged. And I never thought about it. So they told me, can you do something about, working on the work schedule, see if we can, elevate a little bit our tasks here, and so we can, take care of our families when we get home. So they pushed me to go and talk to the chairman. And he's also an old-timer like me, so we had let's say, an interesting discussion. We challenged each other, and I told him, listen, let's try it for 3 months on trial basis and work the schedule from 8 to 4 and on Fridays from 8 to 2 and see what happens for the first 3 months. And if this works, we continue. And we've put KPIs and ratios to check that the productivity of the people is still the same, so on and so forth. So we went through that. That was like 2 years ago, and now it's official. Our work schedule is reduced from 8 to 4, and on Fridays till 2 o'clock, and everybody's happy. So yes, the ladies in my team pushed me to go into that direction and make the schedule better.
True, flexibility is very important, especially for mothers, for women who have children after work, and it's part of the culture, and it's part of the trusting the employee that even if he leaves at 4, if you have your specific tasks and you're gonna make them done, you're gonna make them done anytime during the day. So this is very important. Bechara, we're gonna play a little game. So I'm going to read a few quotes that come from women within our team and our community, and I want to see your reaction, not as an HR director, but as a person, as simply a person. So first quote says, "Sometimes I keep my idea to myself because confidence in women is often labeled arrogance." How would you react to that?
Arrogance. Well, if confidence in women is arrogance, then I've been working with very arrogant women all the time. Thank God for them.
Yeah.
I mean, arrogant women build half the successes of the team. Seriously.
Yeah, it's true. Sometimes if a woman is bold or loud, they would tend to say, they would tend to go that direction. But yeah, that comes again from the environment and how people think around you to be able to understand that context. Okay, quote number 2. "I don't want to be placed in a program just to fill a seat. I want my work to count." Your reaction?
It reminds me of like when somebody invites you to a meeting and they tell you, just sit there and don't say a word. Well, sorry, I'm not a chair, so eventually I have to speak. So if you give her the space,
Exactly.
responsibility, and listen, yes, they will be included and they would really fill their seat the way they should be filling it.
True, it's part of empowering as well, and it comes at all levels,
Absolutely.
from the
Correct.
manager
Yes.
to his employee and
Yes.
all of that. True,
It's
agree.
not like give her a seat just to decorate the attendance sheet and we have a woman present in the
Yeah.
room. That's not the point.
True.
It's not cosmetics.
True. Okay, quote number 3. "When I negotiate my salary, I'm labeled demanding. My male colleague is labeled assertive." What goes through your mind when you hear that?
Listen, it's totally unfair. It's outdated. And honestly, it's boring. I mean, let's move out from this mindset.
Okay, let's take a wider view. From your experience, where do you see the business value in gender equality? Because a lot of people tend to say, okay, they work on gender equality, they work on women empowerment, but then what? We want to work on sales, we want to work on business. What do you see? How can gender equality really lead to business growth, to sales growth? How do you see it really affecting the business? Not just a label that they're working on gender equality, they want to empower women, and then what? Nobody would understand that. How would you understand that, yes, it affects the business?
Well, listen, first of all, when you treat them equally and you have a standardized system starting from the day you recruit them and you evaluate them and you train them and they feel that they're equal to their colleagues, this is when, and you give them space eventually to voice their concerns, their ideas, give them room to have innovation in their work. You definitely get better results, you get better ideas, you get better team dynamics. And companies with women in leadership, they just perform better. They argue more intelligently, seriously. And with women on board, you have better lunch breaks. Let's put it this way.
Okay, Bechara, looking at the youth, because what we're building today is going to reflect on the next generations, on the people that will come after us, on our children. So talking about the youth, how do we help them grow confidence early? before they even walk into their first job. So if I look back at my professional life, the woman I am today is very different than the woman I was when I took my first job. If we look at the shyness, if we look at the level of confidence, that took maybe years to be built, but I always think if I had someone who had helped me in those early years, I would have developed maybe more quickly. And that's a personal experience. How would we help, and how can we help the youth that are now stepping into the real world of business that is very different from the academic, and we know that? How can we help them build that confidence and go strong and with a good baggage from the early stages?
First of all, you give them skills and you give them space, and you don't treat them like, the new kid on the block, they're intruders. Confidence grows when you look at them and say, I trust your brain, I trust your ideas, I want to listen to you. Feed them, make them feel that they're included in the decision making. No matter how little the decision is, or its impact is on the business, as long as you let them into that decision and you make them feel that they're heard, understood, and you encourage them. That's all it takes.
True. It takes a lot of courage to do a lot of steps, and that comes from the environment where we live, the people that are around us, that gives us that sense of empowerment and trust to move forward. True. That leads us to our next initiatives, which is Women with Goals. So as we started saying in the introduction, Women with Goals is empowering women, but we all acknowledge that without the completion of men and women, a lot of things cannot happen as they should be, which lead us to the new version of Women with Goals. This edition is about he for she. So just for the people who do not know what is Women with Goals, Women with Goals is an initiative that is addressed to university students, whereas we invite them to enroll in a program to get the chance to be mentored by leaders that have been in their industries for years. The first edition was inviting 8 women leaders who selected 8 girls. This time, he for she is men empowering young women who are entering the workplace next year. So Bechara, if we talk about he for she, what does he for she mean to you just beyond that slogan?
It means like men acting like teammates, not heroes, just partnership with them, help them, be curious, help them with their ambition, and be there for them. Listen to them, give them projects, make them feel that they're accountable, they're responsible, give them responsibilities. Again, it's not like they're here just to complete the gender equality thing. It's they have work to do. Give them responsibilities, make them accountable, make them feel they're part of the team, and that decision makes them and breaks them sometimes, tell them it's okay to make mistakes. We all do. This is how we learn. Treat them like if they're, for me, it's like they were my own kids. At my age, my generation, and the average age of the team that I have, it's like, it's when they succeed, it's like one of my kids did something amazing. Yes. And this is how I think we should, treat them.
True. What is one quality you will be looking into the girl you will be selecting on Monday?
I want them to be curious, ambitious, and most importantly, with a great sense of humor. Sense of humor for me is a competency. It's not like critical thinking and communication skills and what have you. All these are important as well. But having somebody with a great sense of humor on my team is very important, So I need people to enjoy their work, and at the same time they feel comfortable in the environment when they are. And it is for the leader and the manager also to make them feel that you can say anything as long as you say it nicely, politely, and kindly.
True.
you can get away with murder when you do that.
There's no right or wrong, I think, yeah. Fast reflection round. I want quick answers. First thing that comes to your mind when I say a strong woman at work is?
Someone who knows her value, even if others need time to catch up.
Okay. The best thing a leader can offer is?
A safe place to shine.
Equality starts when?
We stop pretending that we already achieved it. We need to push in.
I love this. True. True. To young women entering the job market, I say?
Be loud. Quiet workplaces never change the world, yani. Be loud.
Okay. To men who want to support but don't know how, I say?
Start by listening. It's free.
Correct. Okay. Mentorship becomes real when?
When both people walk out smarter. You have the monologue, the dialogue, and then you have the metalogue. The metalogue is then when there is creativity in the air, and people, just the conversation takes a different angle, and both parties, come out of this conversation smarter than they used to be.
True. I love your words, Bechara. I'm a big fan of you. You know that from day one I joined the company. So a last word for our community of young women. What would you tell them? Your final closing word.
Be bold. Don't be afraid. State your mind, and just be loud. Don't be afraid.
Okay.
It's okay to make mistakes, and we all start somewhere.
Thank you, Bechara. Thanks a lot for this conversation and this intervention.
Thank you.
We're grateful for you, and we're grateful to have you within this organization.
Thank you for
make
having
our
me.
days. Today reminded us that empowering women isn't just the right thing to do, it is the smart thing to do. It strengthens teams, drives performance, and shapes the culture the next generation will inherit. And when it comes to that next generation, especially women, taking their first step into the workforce, our responsibility is big. To help them build confidence early, to encourage them to speak up, to make sure they feel seen, supported, and valued. That's why Women with Goals exist, and why our he-for-she mentorship matters. When a young woman knows her voice belongs, she doesn't just join the systems, she transforms it. Thank you for listening. Let's keep building workplaces where women and men rise together, and where every young woman enters with her voice strong, her goals clear, and her opportunities real. See you in our next episode.